If you're in your 20s or you're about to enter your 20s and you're looking to get rich before you turn 30, then this is the video for you, because I'm going to be breaking down the 3 things that I learned going from 0 to 200K a month in less than 12 months in 2023. Now, you see, the thing is, at 20 years old, you hit a crossroads where the world is asking you to make a decision. Either you can go down the traditional path in life, or you can become an entrepreneur. And those of us who choose to be entrepreneurs, you guys need to understand this is not an easy game. And while I'm going to be breaking down 3 things that will fundamentally make you a successful entrepreneur, if you're going to continue forward, be prepared to make sacrifices, be prepared to take massive levels of action, and most importantly, be prepared to change who you are. Entrepreneurship is a journey, and the byproduct of this journey is simply the people that we're able to become. So if you're brave enough to move forward, let's go ahead and talk about the first thing that you need to do if you want any chance at getting rich before you turn 30. Number 1 is going to be trimming down your circle. Now, I know a lot of you guys who are social butterflies might not want to hear this, but you are wasting a ridiculous amount of time mingling and commingling with low-value prospects, low-value relationships, things that are not going to progress your life in any way. And if you want to be a successful long-term entrepreneur, you need to understand one thing. The only thing that should matter to you is you, your family, your loved ones, and the people who are on the same mission as you. It is not your job to elevate everyone around you. It is not your job to be the mentor and the guide for every single person that you come in contact with. You have a very limited amount of time on this planet, so you need to focus on surrounding yourself with absolute savages who are aligned with your mission, who are ready to move in the direction that you are. That is the only way that you will be successful, and I can promise you, if you look at anybody in any entrepreneurial journey, they have done a phenomenal job at getting people who are just like them in their circle, or who are mission aligned with them in their circle. That is the best way, because it is not simply enough to have a circle of successful people. You need successful people who are all successful for the same reasons, who can all bring their data together in a nice and neat, organized way so that you can all learn and develop effectively. You need to understand this. The most powerful governments of all time have been small groups of people who are mission aligned, moving the needle on a broad scale. So you need to take the same philosophy and put it in your business. Now, there is a little bit of a caveat here. Early on in your entrepreneurial journey, it might even make sense for you to go and become what we call a lone wolf. A lone wolf is somebody who is understanding that they need to go into their cave and get to work in order to develop themselves and their skill set to the level at which the marketplace is going to actually buy. Now, be careful here, because if you do go too long as a lone wolf, you will lose touch with reality. This is what happens to a lot of us. And if you are a solopreneur and you've been in this game for a while, you understand this. Long nights over and over and over again, days that blend together. But at the end of it, when you take a macro perspective and you zoom out, you understand that the journey has been incredibly transformational, and more has happened in the last X amount of months than ever before in your life. So if you'd like to go lone wolf or go monk mode on this, I highly, highly recommend it. Just be prepared for the consequences and the type of person that you're going to become during that process. Now, that leads us into the second thing that I now understand, and this is something that I had to learn the hard way. You see, over the last 12 months, I've been constantly expanding my comfort zone, and I've been going into extreme, excruciatingly uncomfortable spots in my life so that I can develop more willpower and the ability to control my emotions and also my mind in better ways. And what that has led me to understand is that you need to be working harder than you ever thought possible. You see, the world that we live in today is moving faster and faster, and there's people like Andrew Tate who tell us that time is actually speeding up based on the way that technology is progressing. So 4 months of vacation back in the day might not have been an issue. Taking 4 months off in the marketplace today puts you potentially a year or 2 in time behind due to the exponential rate at which new technology, new interfaces, new methods, new offers are coming out into the marketplace. So what you need to do is get onto a stress expansion protocol. This is a routine that you're going to consistently stick to that is designed to push you to your limits. Now, this is not a fun process, and I can promise you, if you do this and take this seriously, it's going to hurt. So what you need to do is get on a stress tolerance expansion protocol, meaning you're going to consistently expose yourself to things that are going to push you beyond your comfort zone. In fact, my routine was pretty simple. Cold showers every single morning. And the second thing is I would consistently push my bedtime 10 minutes earlier every single night. And the reason that I did that is because I've always had issues with actually adjusting to an appropriate high-performance sleep schedule. The next thing that I did is I expanded my workday by 10 minutes every single day accordingly. So I was waking up 10 minutes earlier, filling that up with work, and not taking off any earlier so that I could slowly expand the amount of work that I was capable of doing on a day-to-day basis as well. And if you know me, or if you're in my coaching programs, you understand I work 7 days a week, 14 hours a day. And the only way that I've been able to get here is by expanding my stress tolerance to the point that now being in this office, being in this chair, working with my team is no longer a task. It is now just a normal part of my routine. You see, once you get into that mindset, it's no longer wearing on your willpower to stay in your office. It becomes a natural habit. So you can direct your willpower into making high leverage decisions as opposed to getting stuck in the trap of running around in circles, working 6 to 8 hour days, feeling like you're getting burned out. I want you to think about it this way. If you were to go into the gym and you were to get under the bench and try and throw up 4 plates and you've never worked out in your life, what's going to happen? You're not going to be able to move that bar. You're going to sit there, you're going to struggle, you might tear a muscle. It's going to really fatigue you. Whereas if you're to go in and you're to do just the bar one day for a while, then you're going to add a plate on, get bigger, get a good diet in, start allowing yourself to recover. Then you're doing 2 plates, right? You work your way up. Eventually that 4 plate is not going to feel as heavy as it used to. And that's what you need to do with your life. You need to get consistently harder and harder working, consistently more and more focused, one little step at a time. And the way that you do that is by expanding your stress tolerance over and over and over again in micro steps, by incorporating a routine into your life that makes you uncomfortable. Seeking discomfort is the best thing that you can do, not only for yourself, but for everyone around you, because the more uncomfortable you enable yourself to get, the more experience you'll have to share with the people around you. It is a win-win, and I promise you, if you execute accordingly, not only will you have a much more fulfilling life, but you'll be able to get so much more done. So to summarize, you need to work harder than anyone else. You need to make sure that you're constantly putting in more hours than your competition. What I found as a strategy to really get good at this is linking it to a purpose. And if you're a man watching this, I find that the best thing to link it to is protection of my tribe, protection of my family, the people that I am here, that I've made a commitment to protect and provide for. Because when I can link my discomfort and the expansion of my comfort zone to directly benefit my tribe, it's a no-brainer, right? That's what I'm here for. That's what I'm on this planet for. And if I can link anything hard in my life to the expansion of my tribe, it's no longer a question of if I'm going to do it. It's a matter of how am I going to do this? And that's a powerful mindset that you need to get, because if you watch the $1 Million Mindset Formula, which I'll link right here, you understand that action times leverage is your most important formula if you want to get access to opportunity in life. So separate yourself from material pursuit. Who cares about the supercars? Focus on a central purpose. Focus on something that you're trying to achieve, a greater mission. Align everything you do to that. And what will happen is it will eliminate any uncertainty that you have in your ability to perform. It is simply a matter of how am I going to do this, not if I'm going to do this. All right, and here's the moment you've been waiting for. Number 3, which is the business model that can actually make you 10K a month this year as an entrepreneur. And that is running a talent engine. Now, if I wanted to break down the entire thing, it would be a 40-minute video, but here's 5 steps that you can use to start your talent engine in just 180 seconds. Step number 1 is identifying your winning formula. This is the thing that you are exceptional at in the marketplace. Think to yourself, what am I good at? If you're saying web design, or if you're saying funnel building or ads management, these are great things to build your engine around, because if you have a valuable skill set from the base, you can go and build a talent engine that will print you thousands of dollars every single month. Step number 2 is to go and actually build your machine. And the way that you do that is by turning your winning formula, what you're really good at, into a series of step-by-step instructions. And you want to think of each of these little pieces as a tool or a process or a system that, when all put together, will make the results happen that you are good at. Step number 3 is going to be finding your crew, or these are people that are going to be passionate about what you do or excited to learn how your machine works. These guys don't need to be experts yet on your task. They just need to be willing to learn. The 4th step is going to be guiding these people, right? They're going to train them back at your headquarters. So guide them through your instructions, show them how to assemble the machine, how they can use it to get results, and how to keep things running smoothly. And then finally, step number 5 is going to be to deliver your new engine into the marketplace. Businesses want solutions, not DIY projects. So you can come in and offer a fully built, reliable machine that's going to be guaranteed to deliver the results that they're looking for. This allows you to charge ridiculously high ticket prices, get consistent revenue numbers in, and the best part about it is that it requires almost none of your time. In fact, each of these engines should only take you between 2 and 3 hours a week to manage, and they might be paying you $4, $5, or even $10,000 a month each. And if you do the math there, you can see very quickly that you can make $10, $20, $30, or even $40,000 a month just by getting a couple of these things out into the market. Now, I'm assuming because you clicked on this video and you watched this far in that you're actually trying to get rich in your 20s. So please click the link in the description to sign up for my live masterclass where I break down the talent engine model that I just described in excruciating detail. And I'm going to show you exactly how you can build one for yourself that you can operate from anywhere in the world with any amount of money, with no skill or experience required. And I'm going to do it all live for you on that masterclass. So please click that link in the description, register for it. If you don't see it, maybe you missed it. Otherwise, I'll see you live at 12 p.m. CST. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in the next one.